Hi everyone, my name is Kaia and I am a library assistant at the University of Minnesota Libraries. I also help create a display of book recommendations, of books that are more fun to read that you might want to check out from within the libraries. Right now our display focuses on books that have been turned into movies. And with that in mind, I've brought in 5 additional books with me today that you might want to consider. The first book I have is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. And this is the story of Nick and Amy. Nick and Amy have a very happy marriage. It's their 5th wedding anniversary and everything's going great except for Amy has disappeared, presumably to a tragic fate. Nick comes under intense police and media scrutiny, and the story begins to develop a lot of holes, and the marriage is apparently not as happy as everyone thought. But did Nick really kill his wife? This story is told from alternating points of view and has a lot of twists and turns and things that will play with your mind a bit. So it's definitely a fun book to read. The movie adaptation of Gone Girl will come out in October of 2014. And this is a book that people will definitely be talking about. So if you can, get your hands on Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. The next book I have is In the Heart of the Sea by Nathaniel Philbrick. Philbrick brings a story that actually inspired Herman Melville to write Moby Dick to life, which was the wreck of the whale ship Essex. In 1820, the Essex sank after being rammed multiple times by a sperm whale in the middle of the South Pacific. 20 men survived and found themselves in 3 tiny boats 3,000 miles from the coast and began a long journey battling hunger, thirst, disease, and fear. In the Heart of the Sea won the National Book Award in 2000 for nonfiction and is scheduled to become a movie in March 2015. Perhaps you're still wondering how they are managing to squeeze 3 blockbuster films out of 1 children's book. If so, it might be time to revisit The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. This classic tale follows Bilbo Baggins, Gandalf the Grey, and a motley crew of dwarves as they journey around Middle-earth to face the dragon Smaug. It was originally written for the enjoyment of Tolkien's own children, but the popularity of Peter Jackson's recent adaptations show that the story is both timeless and that heroes can still come in small sizes and from unexpected places. You can look for the 3rd and final Hobbit film in December 2014. My next book is The Jungle Book. This is also a children's book, and you may be more familiar with the Disney animated adaptation, but we are going to be getting a live action adaptation in October 2015 this time. The Jungle Book was originally written in 1894 and is actually a collection of stories and poems rather than one novel. Many of our stories feature our favorite, Mowgli the boy who was raised by wolves. He befriends Baloo the bear and Bagheera the panther, fights the tiger Shere Khan, and is kidnapped by monkeys. These stories are entertaining for people of all ages, so this is definitely a book you might want to check out this summer. My final book is Unbroken by Laura Hillenbrand. This book was recommended by a fellow librarian, Amy, who writes that this book made me laugh, cry, and it's the only book that has ever given me nightmares. Read this book more to learn about an amazing person, Louise Zamperini. And Louise Zamperini was quite an amazing person. This inspiring tale starts with his childhood of delinquency before he discovers a passion for running, a passion that brings him all the way to the 1936 Olympics. Later, like many men at this time, he joins World War II in the US Army Air Forces before his plane crash lands in the middle of the ocean. He spends 47 days at sea before being picked up and imprisoned by the Japanese. Unbroken is the story of a true American hero, and it spent 165 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list. Unbroken is being made into a movie that is due to come out in December 2014. So you definitely don't want to miss Unbroken by Laura Hillenbrand. So if you like books like these and other books that have been turned into movies, be sure to visit our display in the basement of Wilson Library. We also have additional book recommendations, both current and past, on our Pinterest board if you can't make it in. Thank you.